Hi, I'm Giancarlo Cotillar and I'm reporting about maritime buoyage system and other aids to navigation or ALIA. So prior to 1976 there was once more than 30 different buoyage system in use worldwide, many of these systems having roles in complete conflict with one another. So there has long been disagreement over the way in which buoy lights should be used since they first appeared towards the end of the 19th century. In particular, some countries favored using red lights to mark the port hand side of channels and others favored them for marking starboard hand. Another major difference opinion revolve around the principles to be applied when laying out marks to assist the mariner. Most countries adopted the principle of the lateral system whereby maritime marks indicate the port and starboard sides of the route to be followed according to some agreed direction. However, several countries also favored using the principle of cardinal whereby dangers are marked by one or more buoys or beacons laid out in the quadrants of the compass to indicate where the danger lies in relation to the mark, this system being particularly useful in the open sea where the lateral buoyage direction may not be apparent. So, there are the general principles of the system. The responsibility for sail navigation resides with the mariner through the appropriate use of aids to navigation in conjunction with official nautical documents and prudent seamanship, including voyage planning as defined in IMO resolution. This booklet provides guidance on the maritime voyage system or other aids to navigation of all users. Lateral marks. Following the sense of conventional direction of voyage, lateral marks in Region A utilize red and green colors by day and night to denote the port on and starboard sides of channels respectively. However, in Region B, these colors are reversed with red to starboard and green to port. A modified lateral mark may be used at the point where channel divides, distinguish the preferred channel, that is to say the primary route or channel that is designated by the competent authority. So, and other is cardinal marks. The cardinal marks indicate that the deepest water in the area lies to the named side of the mark. This convention is necessary even though, for example, a north mark may have navigate water not only to the north but also east and west of it. The mariner will know it is safe to the north but shall consult the chart for further guidance. Next is isolated danger mark. The isolated danger mark is placed on or near to a danger that has navigable water all around it. Because the extent of the danger and the safe passing distance cannot be specified for all circumstances in which the mark by be used, the mariner shall consult chart and nautical publication for guidance. And next is safe watermark. The safe watermark has navigable water all around it but does not mark a danger. Safe watermarks can be used, for example, as fairway, mid-channel, or landfall marks. Safe watermarks have an appearance different from danger marking buoys. There are spherical or alternatively pillared or spar with a red and white vertical stripe and a single red spherical tarp mark. Their lights, if any, are white using isophase, occulting one long flash or more. And next is special marks. Special marks are used to indicate a special area or feature whose nature may be apparent from reference to a chart or other nautical publication. They are not generally intended to mark channels or obstruction where the MBS provides suitable alternative. Special marks are yellow. They may carry a yellow top mark, and any light use is also yellow. To avoid the possibility of confusion between yellow and white in poor visibility, the yellow lights of special marks do not have any the rhythms used for white lights. Next is marking new dangers. New dangers are newly discovered hazard, natural or man-made, that may not yet be shown in nautical documents and publication until the information is sufficiently promulgated. Should be indicated by marking a new danger using appropriate marks such as lateral, cardinal, isolated danger marks or equally, and using the emergency rake marking buoy. Different types of marks. Learning outcome. At the end of the session, the student must be able to recognize the characteristic region of use to the different marks. Direction of Buoyage. Identified on charts, the direction of Buoyage help prevent collision and sea by clearly providing the direction vessels should be traveling in. The direction of Buoyage is represented on Admiralty charts by the large purple arrow pointing in the direction of the Buoyage. Generally, however, the direction of Buoyage when entering a harbor is into the harbor from the sea, or if in a river toward the river source. Different types of marks. Part 2. Learning outcomes. At the end of the session, the student must be able to recognize the characteristic region and use for the different marks. ALIA isolated danger marks. Isolated danger marks are found in both ALIA region A and B and are used to mark small isolated danger where navigable water will be found in all directions around the marked danger. These marks, beacons or buoys, mark dangers such as shoals and rock, and also frequently used to mark wrecks, basically any small isolated hazard which poses a danger to surface navigation. Isolated danger marks. Light characteristic. When lighted, isolated danger marks will only show a white light, will always be flashing 2, will normally have a light period of 5 seconds. Some variation may be found. Isolated danger marks. Points to remember. Isolated danger marks are the same regardless if you are in ALIA region A or region B. Are always colored black with red horizontal. Always use double spurs for their top mark. Only show a flashing 2 white light if a lighted 8. To be safe, marine entries should remain well clear of isolated danger mark. ALIA safe watermarks. The safe watermark, also commonly referred to as a mid-channel buoy, fairway buoy, or sea buoy, is used to indicate safe water in all directions. It is most often used to indicate the beginning of a marked channel when approaching from seaward offshore approach points. However, they may also be used at either end or along the center line of channel to indicate the best water. Safe watermarks. They can be passed on either side, although by convention they should be kept on your port hand. That way you will always be favoring the right hand side of the waterway. When the safe watermark is the seaward most buoy, sea buoy, they are used by navigators as the point of departure or the point of arrival when beginning, ending an offshore passage, thus making the point open water navigation and pilotage.